Yo, motherfucker, yo, motherfucker, yo. Yo, motherfucker, yo, motherfucker, yo. Yo, motherfucker, yo, motherfucker, yo. Yo.
One more time for the niggas in the back. What? We come in episode 62 and we got to rap. And Jay, White, and Cat.
Warning, the contents of this podcast are informational in nature, and neither Chame, nor Kel, nor I, nor Random Realness is engaged in the provision of legal, tax, or any other advice. You should seek your own advice from professional advisors, including lawyers and accountants, regarding the legal, tax, and financial implications of any financial decision you contemplate. Additionally, the information shared on this podcast is not intended to be a substitution for diagnosis, treatment, or informed professional advice. You should not take any action or avoid taking any action without consulting with a qualified mental health professional.
Welcome to the show, Random Realness episode, motherfucking 62, motherfucker!
62.
You know, it's like me without shoes. Don't you wish you could be?
You're 62 without shoes?
Yeah, dog.
Damn.
It's all right, though. You know it ain't nothing. You know it ain't nothing. I'm your host, Chame, here with my co-host, J. White, and my other co-host,
Kelly.
Kelly motherfucking Kel. How y'all doing?
Doing good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
you already told us off camera.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to wear sweats to work.
Got to wear sweats.
You know what I'm saying? It's lucky as shit.
Some stuff that
I mean, you did that. I was gonna say you had to do some splits and rips or shit, but it's all right.
I think you bounced back nice, and the way you put it on your story, you said the world 0, Kel 1. Yeah. I was like, damn, I was thinking it was gonna be the other way around, but that's that positive shit. I was like, okay, yeah.
But we're fake when we try to be positive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keep that same energy, nigga.
I don't know.
What's good with y'all though? What's new? Been looking at a new car yet? Or you just riding until the wheels fall off?
Oh, we riding until the wheels fall off. Yeah.
Okay. How about you? Any trips? You be going to Seattle every other week?
Nope.
Oh, we paid off. We paid off the Tahoe.
Let me hold 10.
Straight off the Tahoe. We took the whole crew. Check this out. We took the whole crew in there, and I went to the bank to get like the last amount of money, and I'm like, give me this one all in 20s. Had like 3 envelopes of all 20s.
You should pass them around.
And then had the other envelopes with the hundreds in it. And then I'm like, give one to the kids. I'm like, all right, count it. Cause I ain't seen, I couldn't check it at the bank, even though the bank teller had gave me, he had run it through the machine like hella times. And so they're all back there like counting, the oldest one, she knows how to count. Yeah. The one that's like, she's like kind of halfway, how many 20s or how many 50s or whatever. Then like, the youngest, he's my niece, because we ended up taking the whole entire family.
Oh, okay, the whole gang.
To go there, to go pay this off, because we're like, we are fucking done with car payments. Like, everybody, let's do this. And I had and the dude, you know what I mean? I'm trying to make it as inconvenience as fuck for these people, right? No.
Oh, I can't wait to talk to you after this.
Because they're like, I feel like
wealth, nigga.
Some of these fucking car loans are predatory fucking interest rates and shit. 100%. So then I go, hey, sir, can you give me like a printout of like all the payments that were made and shit? He's like, yeah, I can get that. Why does this sheet only just say like the balance of the loan? It doesn't add up the interest column. It doesn't add up the total payment. It just shows like the amount that you signed for. So then I had to go put it in Excel, broke it all down, and fucking see. Oh, I mean, I think the interest rate was somewhere like 10, 11, right? So then it was a 5-year loan, paid it off in 2 years.
Just so you people know, it's not because he's got bad credit. It's because of the year, the model, and the core.
Yeah, whatever the fuck it is. They let people do this. And fucking, so paying it off in 2 years, which is fast on a 5-year, still ended up paying like $2,700 in interest. If we would have did the whole entire life of the loan, it'd been like $5,700 in interest. And so like we were able to say, oh, we saved that. Then we're like, fuck it, let's go celebrate for doing this.
3-band dinner.
we went to Nike store though. Okay. And we spent a car payment at the Nike store.
Let me
And so that was fun with the kid, with the kids. Like, you get one, get one thing, right? And then, that was our Friday night. Like, I was like busting at home. She was busting at home to like go, I went at lunch to get the money, and then we busted at home because the place closes at 6. So we roll up in there deep. My niece is at the house, so I'm like, you want to come too? Yeah. I'm like, everybody, let's go do this.
About to hand this nigga $500 in coins. Nigga, he's about to hate us tonight.
Serious. I was like, and you're gonna owe us 50 cents back. And I go, you got to roll the pennies. Just like trying to fuck around. But yeah, so that was a
okay. Hold on, Kale's nipping at the bud right now. Go ahead.
Okay, I did really good at not cutting you off. I'm really working on not cutting you off. Okay, first, I understand for you that you truly did that to be an asshole. I want you to know that that's fire. And the reason is my most impactful memory that I have from a teacher is there was a teacher, and she would, every time she cashed her check, she would she would get $500. Of course, she would sign her name so none of us could try to scam her.
Yeah.
But she would have every single person in the class pass the money around. And her purpose is, she said, I'm just trying to show you guys that you guys can make money doing whatever your passion is.
Okay.
So even though for you think you're making it inconvenient for them, but what you're doing is you're teaching your kids, like, this money could really come this way if you use your head. Or, okay, you guys, now you see all this extra money that we're giving.
I was gonna say,
and when you don't pay this extra money, you're getting rewarded.
You're kind of showing them how interest works.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you pay it off quicker, you save more.
Yeah, but through the reward system.
Right.
So then when they get older, they're going to be like, damn, I want a job. And then, okay, what kind of car you want? Well, I want one where I don't have to have the interest rate. Like, it changes the perspective and the viewpoint. So that's hella tight.
Yeah. And that's what we were going for. That piece, and also but I broke it up in the volumes for like a little annoyance. But I wanted them to hand the money.
Yeah, that's
and
tight.
them to know that the amount of money that we took in there, stuff like that. Like,
yeah, that's powerful.
Fucking
probably bigger than you realize.
Yeah, that's super fire. That's dope as hell. But still, can the nigga borrow $10?
Whoa, no.
He almost said no.
I was not gonna say no, but like on the way home, we stopped at the Big Smoke. I got a big case of beer. Got me some, what I'm saying? Got me a carton of cigarettes, you know what I'm saying? And then I just sat back, you know what I'm saying, and just did my.
He said, I just sat back, kids opened my beer for me, shit like that.
I got super drunk, and then, like, all of a sudden, like...
Yeah, you got drunk off the money bag.
Cheap money drunk.
No.
He said, we bought 8 pounds of chicken tenders that night. Fucked them all up.
When I was in there, I go, yep, this is his college fund. I'm like, hey, take that up there. The guy's like all fucking laughing and shit. I'm like, is there a way we can take a title loan out on this now for like a 32% interest rate? Or can you guys do that here? He's like, we only charge 18. I'm like, I fucking hate you guys. I hate you guys
What's
so
crazy
much.
is he was so serious.
He was so serious. Because I think it's predatory. I think it's predatory if the person truly can't easily afford these car payments, and that's not what was happening.
100% predatory.
That is
the car lot I worked at,
words.
legit, one of the last meetings that I was a part of there, it sat with me so fucked up. Like, the GM of the whole lot was like, you think I give a shit if we get a single mom and a $1,500 car payment and she can't afford it? They need to be smart and know that they can't afford it. I said, nigga.
No way.
Yep, shout out to Peterson Chevrolet on Viewstick in Fairview.
Damn.
Shout out to Tony Romos. My dog.
It's wild.
Yeah.
It's wild.
But I
yeah, niggas don't give a shit, and that's why people don't like car salesmen, is because to your face they act like they give a fuck. And that's what the difference is if you're the son of the GM or you're dating his daughter, he gives a fuck. Mm-hmm. But if it's me or Joe Schmo, come off the fucking corner, yeah, we just told her car last week, I've been paying $300 payments, but, I can maybe do 4. Oh, is that it? Could you do 5? Do you have any money? They try to, it's called word tracks. And they have word tracks to try to get you to put more money down and to be able to pay more a month. And, we can get you in that car. You just have to sacrifice a little. Uh-huh. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then you go from a $300 payment to a $620 payment, but it's your dream car, and you know damn well you can't afford it, but they got it, and they got you with the crazy interest rate because you don't have good credit, but you put money down, you traded a car in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like...
To think that it's predatorial is really blowing my mind right now. You're absolutely correct.
Okay, and that's the thing. So say you don't have the best credit and you have to get to this payment, right? You can't go more than $600. Depending on your credit, the year of the car, say it's a brand new car, they can adjust the payment, the year of your loan, right? So typically it's a 5-year loan. But if you have shit credit and you want this car and they try to get to your payment, they extend the loan to a 7-year.
Oh,
and so now you're paying for 84 months with the interest rate of 9.5 or 10 on a car that you can't even afford out the gate. So when you stop making payments and the shit gets repoed, you still owe money. Whatever that car gets auctioned off for, now you owe the rest of that. So if you get a $60,000 truck and you can't make the payments, and then somebody buys it at an auction for $40,000, now you pay $20,000 of a car you don't even own.
Yeah.
So it is predatorial.
Wow.
Shout
I'm
out
grateful
to
for
Chevrolet on Houston and Fairview.
I'm definitely we should have definitely gave some
Oh, we got, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've been doing good. Thanks for asking.
How you been?
damn.
I've been doing all right.
That's crazy work.
Yeah, it's wild, ain't it? Absolutely wild. So that's the thing is the older you get, or the older the car gets, the higher interest is, and the less amount of.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
because the bank is taking the risk on it, right? So they're gonna make your interest higher because this car might fuck up in 2 years, you know, whatever.
And if it fucks up in 2 years, the person will be like, "I'm not paying it anymore," and then it's just like this fallout where they're gonna get like a little bit of money back. That person's probably gonna go into bankruptcy for that difference, and then court costs and stuff. It's gonna garnishing checks.
But yeah, knowledge.
Wow.
For that headpiece, but yeah, I've been good.
Appreciate it.
I just went to Vegas. My grandma passed away a couple weeks ago, so just went and had the celebration of life in Vegas for a couple days. Got fat, ate some fire ass food. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry to hear that.
That's all right.
Absolutely.
It was beautiful that it was a celebration, though. I like
that's
when people
the thing
twist
is,
that.
I knew it was going to be like that just because that side of the family appreciates each other so much that. Yes, there was a sad period, a couple sad hours of the trip, but for the majority, everybody was having a good time. You know, like something tipped over, like a crazy sound happened in the house, and we all looked at it, and I said, "Granny," you know, everybody just started, dying, but everybody just started dying. You know, so it's like that's how it is. Is they know she went like she's a smoker, a drinker, you know, so she was like. I want you guys to have a good. That's how she would have wanted it. So.
If I die, I want people to be throwing a party and celebrating. Right. I don't want people to be sad.
I'm the same way, and it's obviously we know people will be sad, but that's the thing. I don't want you to sit there and mourn and be like, oh, you know, like nigga, I miss you too.
Yeah.
You know, but.
I guess we're talking about when we die. When we die, I also want to party. I actually have friends that have a list of things they're supposed to do. But something that I do want to say publicly is when I die, use me for any excuse. Anytime you get pulled
that's
over,
on Kale on the dead homie Kale. I swear I didn't fuck that bitch.
You get pulled over. Hey, I just lost a friend. Milk it. I don't care how long. Milk it.
Can we get right to the GoFundMe? No, I'm joking.
Hopefully,
He said, "What the fuck?"
Hopefully, I got stuff taken care of.
Right.
Yeah,
but
also, are like you said, your friends are. What do you need me to do? Right? I was. You already passed out the list, or you're saying you're gonna do it?
I wasn't CC'd on that.
You just have to show up, and you can't wear all black.
She said, "You argue with me too much, nigga. I wasn't giving you nothing. You would have not done it on purpose.
Yeah,
because
you would
that's what I wanted.
Yeah, you would do something crazy.
Disagree. Said she wanted red tux, bitch. We putting you in blue. You
right?
know, what?
Right. I'd be like, all right, I want to be tilted to the right. How left it is.
Face down, ass up. You know that's the way she likes to fuck. What?
Yeah, he would do something crazy. I also have a not welcome list. I have a list that's very clear. If you are on it,
I think you said this too.
You cannot come to my funeral. I'm big on energy. The same energy I feel right here. If I die tomorrow, we haven't recovered. I want that same thing. If you pass away, if I lose love for you, all right, that ain't, you know what I'm saying? But granted, I do, for the most part, I love everybody. There's only 2 people on that list.
That's fair. Also, real quick, your boy got a song coming out this week.
Let's go.
Make sure you tune in. All platforms are coming. Just, you guys want to see the artwork real quick?
Yeah.
I actually need some help because I made it. I make all my artwork, but I don't know which one to use. All right. So this is a picture my homeboy took. Right.
Is that the? Okay.
It's a sky. My name.
Okay. It looked like the sun. Like
it's either this. What do you guys think? Something plain or have the title?
I think you have the title. I like that one, but
this one.
Yeah, that's me.
Or even just go straight plain. But I think
what if there has to be a way? What if you made this middle part a little more like transparent, so then it looks like it's coming through the sky?
Probably could.
We should play with that later. That's tight.
Yeah, make sure y'all tune in. Dropping hopefully Saturday.
What's the name of it?
I didn't know.
Right now,
that's what I was
right now, I have it labeled as One Shot, but I'm thinking of renaming it or actually naming it Doubters to Fans.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah.
Especially if you have the sky. That's tough, dog.
Yeah. I've been thinking that just because, like, obviously based off the chorus, so, but yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
I vote that. I don't know if this was optional.
A voting option?
Yeah.
What's your vote?
Unsolicited vote.
I kind of like One Shot.
Yeah,
because just like in rap, like one shot. I'm thinking one shot, one kill, one opportunity to blow.
The only reason I even thought of a different name is because I feel like One Shot is like you about to go crazy. Like when you see that title, you feel like, oh, this nigga's. It's not this kind of song that I made. I feel, but maybe it is.
When I listened to it, I thought you went crazy. Okay, I mean, no, I'm just a bad judge.
I'm not saying that I didn't rap. I mean, like the style. Like it's more of like I don't want to say a heartfelt song, but it's kind of like
Okay.
When I heard the song, based off of that, the reason that I wouldn't vote One Shot is because it's not like how you're saying one shot kill. Mm-hmm. To
That's
me,
what I'm
it's
saying.
more
I don't. Like that.
But it's also not like a one opportunity fail. Yeah. You're more so saying like I'm proving myself. I'm showing. You know what I'm saying? Like you flexing in a way that's clear. It's gonna come in more than one shot, and even if it don't work out the first time, you're gonna circle back.
Yeah. So either way, let us know down in the comments. Yeah. One Shot or Doubters to Fans. Let me know. Help your boy name the song. Also, April 20th, got a show, Reef. Make sure you tune in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Proud to pay.
Proud to pay event.
What's that mean?
Means you can pay whatever you want to get in. You basically paying because you're proud to be there, right?
Yeah.
So if you've been there, you've been to one of my shows, you know what it is. If you haven't been to one of my shows, you should be a little more proud to be there. You know what I'm saying? So...
QR codes.
We're going to take cash. We're going to have a QR code you can scan all that shit. Also, the merch is going to be Proud to Pay. So you want to come get a beanie? You want to come get a shirt? You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Whatever you want. Go. We got it.
So that means there's no excuse for us to not be there and support you. Because if you only got $15, then you got $15, but ain't no. Right. Yeah, that's fire.
You only got a 5-piece. I'll see you there.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to drop 100 ball, I appreciate the love.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
You pay 60 for T Grizzly and he comes for 20 seconds. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna give you.
I'm about to rap for 45 minutes.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? Drop to 60.
Look, if I stop making noise with my mouth when I'm rapping, this is what it looks like. No sound coming out. You know what I'm saying? It's just a beat.
I can vouch for that. That's true.
So, yeah, I'm excited. I didn't perform at all last year, so it'll be lit. Got a pretty dope lineup. Got Zero.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Zero. You guys know Jay Dixon?
Yeah.
Anybody know Jay Dixon?
No, I do not.
I do.
Neighborhood Banks.
Banks, I know him.
We all know him.
Yeah.
My boy Poe the rapper I actually worked with him at Peterson Toyota. Shout out to you guys, Chevrolet. You know what I mean?
I'm 97.5% sure I know him.
Yeah, he's a cool white boy. He used to have a mullet, but he hasn't rapped in a minute. Then I got my boy Keegan Thundercloud, Ishon the Alchemist on the ones and twos.
Okay. Oh, that's the DJ.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then, your boy, yours truly.
All right. How did you get this cast of artists? Because I know you're kind of selective.
Yeah. Honestly, I had reached out to a couple people. They were already performing in like the day after my birthday. So I got offered two different spots the day after my birthday, which is the 6th of April. Well, because of my job, I can't because of events. Okay. So the next available spot was the 20th of April. And so some of the people I was going to ask are already performing on the 6th.
Okay.
Performing twice in 2 weeks doesn't make any sense,
Okay.
So I just kind of took a step back, looked at other artists that I like that I haven't never performed with, like Zero. A lot of people think he's the best artist in Idaho, or has
he's
one
a
of the
strong
bigger
performer.
Yeah, he has good material.
Yeah,
substance.
Yeah. So, and then Jay Dixon, and obviously we're somewhat related to Neighborhood Banks.
Yeah. So check this out. Shout out to Neighborhood Banks, right? Like I'm like, go check this Instagram. I think my niece posted it one time, and I go check this Instagram, and I'm like, who is this nigga? I'm like, where's he from? Right? Because he has the sound that is exactly, and he even has his like videos like
put together.
Curtailed
the nigga's
to like
a shooter.
Like that. Yeah. And so like I had to double check, be like, where is old boy from? That's how well he was doing it. Not to say it's true or not, but I'm saying like, damn, this dude put out quality shit that's on trend that made it seem like he could be from anywhere, and I thought it was fire.
And typically I like, and like you said, I don't know if it's true or not. Obviously we can assume whatever we want, but typically I like artists that he's not rapping about that shit, but he has his own sound, he has his own following.
Yep.
He's obviously family, like I said.
Yeah.
And he does well. I've performed with him for the Mark Battle show. One of the Mark Battle shows he opened as well. So he does well performing, and him and Jay Dixon actually have a couple songs together, so I'm sure they're gonna collab. And and then my boy Poe, like I said, he just wanted to rap. I was like, hey, I'm about to do a show. I try to put people on if I can. Yep. So, he's like, I'm down. It's been like 2.5 years. I said, nigga, you going first. You going to set us off right?
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Hopefully, Poe, if you listen, nigga, drop a song before the concert, nigga. Let the people know what's popping.
Get it bubbling.
He's a Cowboy fan, just so you know.
That's what's up. DC for life. DC for L.
Derek Carr for life.
Dallas Cowboys for life, baby.
I was gonna say something crazy.
Just let it out.
No way.
Did he just say slut it out?
Yes,
that is so slut it out, you whore.
Oh my.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
look at
what
that.
A turn for the worst. Huh?
Wow. Wow.
But yeah, that's how my week's been going. Just trying to narrow down. I got about 20 songs. Got to narrow it down to about 16, 15.
Okay.
That's tight. That's such a good problem to have.
Bruh, it's wild because, like I said, I don't do any, like, the only thing you hear is the chorus and the ad-libs when I perform. And the beat, obviously. So if I stop rapping, the music stops. Like, the beat keeps going, but you don't hear no lyrics. And so having to rap for 40 minutes or 45 minutes with no backup or, like, no hype person, it's like, got to get your wind right. You got to be ready. You know what I'm saying? Because
that's a good point.
The thing is like, if I were to show you guys a new song right this instant, my adrenaline would start flowing and it would fuck my breathing up. No exaggeration. I'd start rapping and it'd fuck my breathing up, and I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna restart like 3 bars in and then be perfectly fine. When I'm performing live, I can't do that.
And it's even a different shot.
Yeah, it's more of adrenaline, right? So it's like, there's 300 people in here. My adrenaline's thumping. Like, I don't get nervous, but like my anxiety's like, all right, here we go. And as soon as I say something, I'm like, I'm calm, but I'm still like tense. So my breathing's off, and it's just so being able to get your breath back in rhythm and, find the balance. Like, that's why in between songs, you take a little second to kind of like, take it in a little bit. No homo. But
how do you prepare for that?
You can't. That's the only thing is you got to you prepare like running exercises or breathing exercises. Like I said last time, you asked me like, do I just go on jogs when I rap? Like we would go on bike rides and I would have my AirPod in and I'd like try to rap, but nigga,
once that adrenaline's going,
and once you like are pedaling and like breathing out of your normal breath, it's just hard to like get enough breath to like, oh, I know I go from here to here in one breath, but nigga, I'm not doing that right now. You know?
Yeah, that's wild.
And I just feel like just performing helps. Like the more you perform, the more comfortable you get, the more, I don't want to say the less adrenaline you get, but
more comfortable you get with adrenaline.
You're more in control, I would say. And there's niggas that I've performed with, you could tell that they've never performed, or 9 times out of 10, everybody I perform with has their album playing, so they can forget their words and then go like this, and the whole song's still playing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't have that luxury because I don't want you to listen to my album. If you wanted to listen to my album, you could just download my shit and not be proud to pay.
Right.
So
that's tight.
Yeah. So, then there's a bunch of artists that do that.
That dude, nigga, all the fame big artists.
Mozzie
I was gonna say, you told me Mozzie does it.
Every single one of them except for Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates is the only one that was like really doing his shit, and he was in
J. Cole.
Oh, you've seen J. Cole? I haven't seen J. Cole. So, but yeah, okay, J. Cole.
And that's the thing too, is the only exception that I would say is if it's like your biggest hit and the crowd singing it for you. You know what I'm saying? So like for T Grizzly to be like, knock your bitch down, you know, and the crowd starts singing it, like I would expect you to not sing it, you know, but it's like every other song, nigga, I don't want to listen to it.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I'd be pissed off if at T Grizzly's concert he has the music playing in the background.
The whole
because
song,
I'm trying to vibe with him. I don't want to vibe with you, like you saying.
Yeah.
I can do that at the house.
And
I did it on the way there.
That's the only exception, is if it's like, oh, this one's charting #1 right now. Everybody's singing the shit. They don't even give you a chance to sing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he was gone in 60 seconds. Boy. That boy was gone.
He said $120,000 Richie, boy.
He was gone.
Which, sorry to change it, but oops, wrong one. Random motherfucker. Y'all heard about the Polo G show? I don't know if we already talked about it.
No. I seen posters for it. What happened?
120 bands for him to just get into the building at the Taco Bell Arena or whatever it's called now at Boise State. 30,000 people is what it seats. 4,000 tickets were sold. Rumor has it, people who threw it put their whole business on it.
Put their whole business on it?
That's what the rumor has it. But you didn't hear that from me.
And so their business gone.
they gone. So apparently the lease was up for their spot, for the brick and mortar location.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they thought they were about to hit niggas over the head with the Polo G.
The problem is people don't understand, one, promoting isn't like a big thing here. I didn't know about Polo G.
Neither is hip hop.
I was just gonna say
for niggas to think I'm gonna pay the artist $120,000. We're gonna have the biggest arena that we can get besides the Nampa Civic Center.
But Polo G, it's not like it was
okay. So now imagine what the price would have been if you'd have told them, "Hey, this arena fits 3,000 people." You'd still think you have to pay 120. Like, now imagine what they paid to throw the show at the arena, what they paid for security, what they paid for everything to go on there, for it to be staffed, on top of what they paid the artist.
Oh, they're in debt like crazy.
Yeah. Is that not wild?
Yeah.
Do you know how much the tickets were?
So they originally had the floor tickets going for $100. And then the week of the concert, floor tickets were going for $30. Don't laugh, dickhead.
I'm so sorry. You know why I'm laughing? Because I'd be hella mad if I was like one of the 10 fans from Polo G here and you paid $100.
Yeah, it didn't. Okay, so at $30, they would have, for the 4,000 tickets, they had 120,000.
Right. But that's everybody buying a floor ticket. So if you bought general admission and it's $15 or $20, you know what I'm saying?
They're
that's the thing. The ticket prices were like this because they started high, and then once shit wasn't selling. Well, fuck, everything's on sale.
The biggest hip hop artists go to the Revolution.
And the biggest hip hop artists have 4 other biggest hip hop artists when they come here. So they
but what I'm saying is they're still not doing it at the Taco Bell Arena. What would make them do that?
Polo G is not bigger than Kevin Gates.
Okay, and let me tell you something.
Right.
When I was a kid, the Rock the Mic tour came here. Jay-Z, Fabulous, 50 Cent, Eminem, Sean Paul, Royce the 5'9" at the Nampa Civic Center, or the Nampa, Idaho, the Ford, Idaho Center back in the day when I was like 12. And that's how many they had like those names. Think of the names I just said, and that crazy. Wasn't even to capacity.
That's
crazy.
So
you thought you were about to do the same amount of people 20 years later with a nigga who has a 15th of the star power as any of those niggas that I just said.
And Polo G could maybe fill 30,000 in like a
in Atlanta,
like a Detroit,
where he's from.
Yeah, like Boise, Idaho.
And that's what I said. It's not a like. The names that I just said, they all had to come together for that. If it would have just been 50 Cent or just Jay-Z, he would have done 2,000 people. Maybe.
People need to start doing some reversing.
20 years ago, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's why you need a team.
Wow. I'm hearing this is crazy.
But yeah, anyways, it's kind of wild.
What is it just to rent that arena?
That's what I'm saying. I haven't even looked it up. But I can't imagine that it's...
They're like, we just went to the most intimate Polo G concert ever at Taco Bell Arena.
No, everybody. They only sold 100 floor tickets, but everybody got on the floor.
Yeah, like that type.
And I guess he only performed for like 28 minutes as well.
Probably because he's sitting there going, unless they wired him the money already. Right. Hopefully they paid him up front, but if not, he's already doing the math like, oh, this is about to be ugly.
Yeah, these niggas are about to go in debt.
They're going to try to give me 20 bands because everything's going bad. Damn.
God.
Okay, so another question.
Yeah.
If you are performing and there's 4 people at a show versus 300 people at a show, does the energy of you change?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's incontrollable.
Okay. So then it would make sense why artists don't play as many songs coming here if they don't like the energy?
Yeah. But yeah, I would maybe. But that's the thing is contractually, if you're signed up to do a certain amount of minutes or you know what I'm saying, hey, you have a 30-minute slot, you're not going to get on, play 15 minutes and dip and then think you're going to get your bread, you know.
That makes sense.
But like I went to New Mexico one time and performed at a Indian reservation.
Tight.
Yeah, and nigga, when we walked in, I was like, this is low key, it's about to be lit. Well, I headline, so of course I go last. By the time I get on stage, there's like 20 niggas in the building, all drunk as fuck, arguing, and I'm like, you know, like still performed, had a good time, but it's like, damn, this is a bummer.
What happened? Was there a fight?
No, niggas just got drunk. Niggas couldn't hold it. Yeah, we're going outside to smoke weed and get more drunk, and shit got fucked up. Damn. So niggas, not to be rude, but Native Americans like to drink. And we were on a reservation, so I'm sure they were pre-gaming before the event started, drinking at the event. So yeah, there was like 20 niggas in the building. The only time I've ever performed when it was like that is New Mexico, and then one time in Idaho Falls.
Do you think that promoter...
Neither of those were my doing. But yeah.
Dang.
It was my doing because I said yeah, but trusting that I would, you know... Trust in the word of others, but it's all right. You know,
do you think that promoter is going home and telling his girl about like all the shit that's happening, or you think he's like going, "Shit's good, business is good, Polo G sold out"? You know what I'm saying? Or do you think he's telling his?
I think it's a level of stress, and based off of the age of the promoter or the client. Mm-hmm. It's a level of stress that they've never had to deal with. And so being in debt, however much money, or, you know, putting your business basically on it, all, you know, like.
The reason I asked that is because there was this dude that was on the internet, and it was.
Talk to a counselor, a business coach. Do not share.
Oh, this is how I said.
You don't tell your wife or your girlfriend your troubles. Talk to a trusted brother. Talk to a counselor, a business coach. Do not share your down times with your woman. Always be the rock. If you make her a rock or assume a masculine role at all, at any level in your relationship, that's the beginning of the end of the relationship. Thank me later. Oh,
thank him later. What do you think about it? Oh shit! Boy, hit him with a stutter out the gate.
Whoa,
2-step.
Oh gosh, the reason I'm even half stepping is because that's so like it feels like that's like a controversial statement. Like back in 2001, if people said this stuff, it's like fuck yeah, and then there's been like a fucking just like an onslaught of like, oh, tell people that life is hard. Tell people life is hard. People don't understand. They won't use it against you ever. Trust me.
And then there's Twitter.
And then there's things. So
and there's Twitter where niggas use everything against you.
My old school thought is like, this makes sense to me. And I try to operate like this when people go, how are you doing? I'm good. Even if I'm not good, I'm saying I'm good to like 99% of the population.
But to your wife.
And that's where, so for me, it's like, I will share like out of necessity where I feel like I really need, but for the most part, I want to try to be even like a rock in like her eyes too. Like I want to be Superman until like I can't be Superman.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Me?
Yeah, we'll go you.
I looked at her, but if you pointed at me, that's not my fault.
Well, one, I put this poll on my Instagram page, and 100% of the people said no. Everyone said they would tell their wife or their spouse or their partner.
They would tell them their problems?
Yes.
Okay.
And my personal opinion...
Shout out to Colin Lano with Lano Insurance. He has been a proud sponsor of the Random Realness Show for over a year.
Call Colin if you need home insurance, life insurance, motorcycle insurance, boat insurance.
Call Colin. If you live in Idaho, Utah, Montana, or Oregon, call Colin. Where? 208-639-0412. Call Colin. I don't know because... I don't know. I think it depends. But the way that I operate in my life is before I like unload anything, I ask for permission first. I don't think it's fair to a partner, and I think it's when it comes off as weak if you're doing it as if you're unloading. Because if you're unloading, to me like personally, like if you're unloading, I do think that's weak. That's a lack of emotional intelligence. But if I'm able to say, all right, I want to vent about something, or I need your advice on something. Like if you just do it in different ways, then I think you could still be the rock, and you can have space to be tapped into your emotionally intelligent side. So I think it varies.
Once I saw the clip, the first thing I thought was, "Goddamn, this nigga was born in '73." Am I wrong?
Sean Connery?
He's actually older than that because my stepdad was born in '73. That nigga's a '62 baby. But yeah, I feel like it's a super old way of thinking. Like I understand, like being a rock and not, like she said, just dumping or just everything can't be a deal breaker, or not a deal breaker, but like pushing you over the limit. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm a person that wears my heart on my sleeve, and so it's like I'm the same way. Yeah, I'm good. But then there's times where it's like I'm overwhelmed, you know? And I'll be like, I just need to take a break. I'm stressed, whatever it is. But it's not like I don't feel like, oh, I'm putting it all on you. I need a second. You know, like I'm going too hard, or I'm in a mentally tough space that I am overwhelmed, really, is what it comes down to. So
yeah, I definitely asked though. I guess I'm more on that side.
Yeah.
For
like I'm
more on that side.
I'll hold it in as much as possible, but I also don't have a problem. You guys both know me. I don't have a problem saying what it is or letting you know, oh, this bothered me, or you know, especially to like random people, but to my significant other, I try to hold it in as best as possible, but I don't think it makes me weak for showing it.
Do you think there's a certain amount of times that a man or the rock partner can can open up like that?
I don't think so. I think that's the fault with 98% of men is that we were told from a young age.
Let's talk about it.
It's you can't. Men don't cry or da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? And like, not to get personal, but there's been times where you've even the mention of your pops. You know, like you show emotion because you know that's just what it is. Like you give a fuck. You know, and so it's like it's the same thing with everybody. Who am I to tell you? Don't be a bitch. You're crying about somebody you met. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's what we're taught from. Just stop. Why are you crying? You're fine. Why are you crying? It's not that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? And I feel it makes you stronger to be able to show all your emotions. Like, I've been on stage and cried in front of hundreds of people before.
You made me cry at your show.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, nobody looked at me lesser like, oh, what a pussy. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like at your show, you were just being vulnerable. You weren't saying a problem.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
And I don't know if the context of this is like telling your wife like, I'm inadequate. I'm like,
you're a 5-year-old and you get told not to cry. So then you think, well, I have to be manly. I can't show emotion because that's an emotion. So when it comes to showing emotion to your loved one, you think because men aren't supposed to show certain emotions or sensitive emotions that it's a problem.
Have you ever showed emotion and it backfired, or you've always had good experiences with?
No, I'm not gonna lie. That might be a deal breaker. If I was like showing emotion, and my significant other was like, "Quit being a bitch," I might probably lose it.
Definitely a deal breaker.
I for sure would lose it. Like, what the fuck do you mean being like? You don't ever see me like this, and you want to call me out my name? You know what I'm saying? Like that.
What if she sees you like that once, but then like 3 months later you come at it again? Another 3 months later you do it again, and then after like the 7th time, she's like, I think I got a bitch. You know, like, you know what I mean? In your head, do you think?
And that's the thing. If
Hell
that's how she feels, then we're super good. We're going like I'm straight on that. If you think I'm a bitch,
yeah, that's crazy.
And people always want these. Like, I feel like, oh my, like there are roles that like everybody's like, oh, I wish we could just break down these barriers. But like in actual action, if both parents are being like emotional, or there's not somebody that can keep a cool head, which usually by default it's on the man's job to just stay calm.
I'm so excited for this.
I'm just saying, but like, so if we're both able to just like always be in our like emotional running back and forth, is that actually beneficial? Like, does somebody
are you saying it doesn't? It's not?
I'm saying it's not. I'm saying sometimes somebody has to keep a cool head a lot of the time.
But that's not the question. It's not like, oh, you're 90 every time you come home from work, you're emotional. Like the chances of niggas being emotional that often are.
That's why I said, okay, he starts doing it quarterly, every 3 months or something. Is every 3 months fine?
But that's what I'm saying. So if
I did it monthly, would that be fine?
You did it. But that's what I'm saying. If you did what, expressed yourself.
Yeah,
that's what I guess I'm lost.
I would first like to say, if you believe, not you, I would first like to say there is no relationship, no healthy relationship whatsoever that has one rock. There is no relationship that if you have a true foundation, that one of you is the only rock in that situation. Because in reality, the way that it is like, you guys, if you're really going to war, you're standing back to back. So you're pushing the world out. You're both the rock at times. I don't think there's a masculine or
there's
feminine.
times
that's what I was about to ask. Is there a masculine and feminine energy?
Yes, but I think everyone has it. I think you have masculine and feminine. You have every single person has it. That's why we all wear our watches on the left.
I think only niggas who are right-handed wear their watches on their left, but
interesting.
Because I know a bunch of left-handers that wear their shit on their right.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it is like, it's like you're off hand. Right. Yeah.
I always
we don't put it on our right,
and
because if we use it more and we're, you know what I'm saying? Fuck your watch up, my nigga.
Yeah.
Take the face. But
did you guys? I felt like somebody was about to say something and we cut each other off.
I just want to make it known that I think it's important to understand that what it's saying is just speaking to your partner and telling your truth. It doesn't say that you're having a mental breakdown every time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing is, even if it's not like an emotional discussion, it can get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, my granny passed away. Like, if I were randomly just one day, like, I just been thinking about my granny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like I just am venting to you because I miss a bunch of people I miss in my life, whatever it may be. It's not like I'm a bitch for that, or you know what I'm saying? And it's not, like, that's something I'm struggling with personally, right? Like, that would be something that I would be struggling with personally, that I would hope that if I told you, you'd be there to comfort me, not make it a negative issue, because everybody's going to go through it. Everybody's going to have a time where, fuck, I need to vent. Like, life's kicking my ass. You know what I'm saying? So,
also, I have had people, because emotions are new to me, very grateful for it. But I have had people that when I did open up and try to be emotional, they used it against me. Mm-hmm. And that doesn't change my thought. I still believe that I'm supposed to do this because I've been in I call it parallel playing. I was in the past when I was talking to the person that I was talking to last. There's been moments where while I'm on my journey of healing, I was in a Winco, right? And I smelled oatmeal, and it smelled like foster home oatmeal. And I started crying in the Winco. And she told me to sit down and made sure, she said, just sit with it, whatever it is. You don't need to explain it, but sit with it, and I'll hold you down and make sure nobody bothers you. And that is the most sexy thing I have ever had, because nobody wants to be saved. Like, I know that even though I've been through things, I'm not a damaged good. In reality, the world just kind of broke me in pieces a little bit, and I'm just picking them up and making a fire-ass masterpiece. And when you have somebody that supports you when you are in your most vulnerable state, to me, that's how I can be your rock. I can be your rock because when I need you to pour into me, then boom, you do that, and then, you know, we keep it pushing. But I believe I'm the rose that grew from the concrete, so it makes sense.
In the video, he's like, go tell a trusted brother, go tell a counselor.
Definitely.
But don't tell your significant other. Do you have like certain people that do you tell your significant other every problem that you have? Or would you have like a conversation with your brother that you're more open to like vent a certain set of problems to just your brother? But does your wife hold all of them, or just the ones that? And is it appropriate? Ones, and is it appropriate?
It's not appropriate.
That your brother, say your brother has more information or more inner workings of you than your wife.
I do. When it comes to that one, I don't think. I do think it's specific. But remember how I told you guys, like, I got the list of an emergency plan. Mm-hmm. So if it's dealing with this or this or this, that person that would come to support me, that's who I turn to. So I have a bunch of little people. I have a bunch of big people for my little problems. So anything I'm bringing to my partner, once it's to the point of it getting to my partner, because I'm also going to make sure that I can process it first, then I'll try to deliver it where I'm like, either, all right, I want to vent about it, or this is the problem. Do we got a solution? I need help, or something like that.
Yeah, I like when I vent, I'll call whoever. Like, I'll call my brother, or call my mom, and like, everybody can get it. That's the thing. I'm not like, everybody gets it, so then it's not just on one person. You know, that's kind of how I feel. Like, if I were to tell you something and then vent to her about something else, you know, you're dealing with the one problem by yourself, and she's dealing with a completely different problem. But if you all know that it's going on, or that I'm having this issue, you know,
that's actually fire, because then you can get a blanket of support.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing, is not everybody's going to be able to be there for you for certain issues. You know what I'm saying? But if you have multiple people, and like, that's the thing. I just try to keep it real. Like, I know niggas aren't perfect. I know life isn't easy. I know niggas have struggles and stressful times, and you know, it is what it is. You just got to take it on the chin and hope that the people that you're there for are there for you, or that you think you can count on, you can, you know. So
you're so impressively, though, unapologetically you. Like, I think that I'm really good at being me, but you're really good. Almost to a point where, like, I got to be careful how free I am. And I really do appreciate it, actually.
Honestly, it's funny because it used to be like a weakness as a kid.
Oh, well, interesting.
Like a lot of people don't know, but my older brother and I didn't get close until like he almost graduated high school, you know? So like he was 18 and I was 16. But we have such a good relationship now. Everybody thinks that we've just been like that from the rip. But because of how I am, he didn't like to take me places because I was embarrassing because I just said what it was. I was loud. He's the complete opposite, as you know.
Interesting.
So it wasn't, you know, it's like that was a weakness because I just wanted to be like my older brother. I just wanted to be in his presence, you know what I'm saying? And so like until... I don't want to say he grew up because we all grew up. Like, I'm not as crazy as I was as a kid, but he grew up and realized that's my brother. Like, regardless, that's just how the nigga is. People love him. People don't like him. That's life.
My light bulb moment is when I was cutting for friends that were in my peer group that weren't even as talented as my brother. That weren't even as funny as my brother. Didn't even make as many mistakes as my... You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was like, oh, they're like... Oh, these people are legit, but I'm like, if my brother like even had like a hiccup, I'm like, you mean we need to be, yeah. But I'm like, this person's with me and they're messing up way worse, right. And I'm like, damn, if I like kind of how you had that, or your brother had that light bulb moment, or you guys had that. Me and my brother had that same light bulb moment, but it's me wishing I could go back in time to be his best companion.
And I'm sure my brother felt the same way. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like we're 2 years apart. We have the same birthday damn near. Like we've always been that close.
Yeah.
But so obviously, kids get to an age where it's like, well, I want to be in the cool crowd, and I want to, I want to get bitches and blah blah blah. And
so I have a question for you guys though. Do you believe that your behaviors weren't, or who you are wasn't accepted because they thought that you were just trying to show out instead of just being unapologetically you?
I could see that probably. I could see that.
I guess ask that one more time. Sorry, because I took it a little bit.
Your brother was showing out. Like, she's asking, is that why you were kind of standoffish? You think your brother was showing out or like being extra? And not really himself, but in all actuality, that was himself.
That was his self, and he was trying to display for me, like to be like,
hey, this is me,
nigga. Like, no, but I mean, he would be like, if somebody would say something, he'd be like, I know my brother don't like that. He could check him before I did. Right. But if I was in that group, I'd be like, oh, playing it coy, but he knows me. You know what I mean? Like, I always think of like my brother's like, look, like you just said, I wanted to be like my brother. I like looked up to my brother. And so he's watching me the whole time. Like, damn, like he's my number one supporter. Right. And I'm not treating him like he's my number one supporter. Right. I'm not, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
And he truly, was himself, and he was just,
did you take it as, damn, this nigga's just extra? Because I genuinely think that's how my brother looked at it. Like, we'd go to the mall, and I'd go in Victoria's Secret and go, great, like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just a 12-year-old kid hanging out with a bunch of 14-year-old, 15-year-olds, you know what I'm saying? So, but to them, that's part like this nigga is hella extra.
It's
I guess, is that how you perceived it, or why were you standoffish?
I call it the like big brother, little brother illusion. Okay. Because I have my two oldest daughters. Mm-hmm. They do the exact same thing that me and my brother did, and I'm like always telling the oldest one, I'm like, she thinks you're the coolest person on the planet, and that's why she's locked into you. Like, she cares so much about you, and she hangs on every one of your words. And I'm telling them, like, just like be cool. It's just they can't see it because it's the illusion,
sibling illusion.
Yes, it's there.
I've never gotten into an argument with my brother. I have never, ever gotten into an argument with my brother.
That ain't really your brother, then, nigga. I don't know what else to tell you.
That's your biological. You guys from the minute
I raised him.
So you're saying that's your biological.
It's my little brother. He's my twin, and I think there is. This is my personal take on it. I respect him. So he's my younger brother. So like, yeah, I used to have to beat him up.
Girl. I didn't have no qualms with my sister. It's same
I do with my
sex.
sisters.
You do, yeah. No, my bad. Hold on, let me break that piece out.
That makes sense. Because I'm
like
thinking, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I said, nigga, what? I said, oh, it's because you raised him, nigga. He looks at you like a mom.
No,
but that's what it is.
But,
it's boy, girl.
Boy,
Actually,
girl.
I shouldn't say no because I don't know.
Yeah, he might not. Who knows?
Yeah,
that is.
Dang, I thought it was respect.
On it, but that's
actually,
the thing.
I still believe it was respect. I think
it still is, but I think that's part of it too. Is that you were the figure that he knew took care of him, right? So like he grew up looking at you, even though you're his big sister. When he needed something, you were who he looked to. So,
but
he
so
has
is the
that,
other one.
What about this?
The built-in respect.
What about the natural dynamic, like Cain and Abel? It's like if I'm one way, you can't be like my brother couldn't be my copy. So if I like Superman, he's liking Batman.
Right.
If I like Ryu, he's Ken.
Yeah.
Ryu is like noble. Ken is like the bad boy. But like because I made the selection first, he just naturally has to go with the opposite. Because if he picks the same, then it's like
he's me.
Yeah, and so
My
like there's
brother
just
is
so
exactly
much.
like me, but the better version. I won't lie. I think I'm hilarious. Like in real life, I think sometimes I get paid to go to work to make people laugh and go home. Like that's how I feel about my humor. The nigga's funnier than me. And I told you guys how I feel about it when I'm in the room. And he is hilarious. But the stuff that he does, it is exactly like me. Who he was in college, the chaos that he created, it's all the exact same. It's disturbing. Even the things we love, our favorite snacks, like burritos with barbecue sauce. Who puts barbecue sauce in burritos? You know what I'm saying? Just like the syrup on burritos. Everything that we do, it is so
Tell me
interesting.
you came from the slums without telling me you came from the slums.
Because these weren't. Because this is why those parts are cool. Because those parts were discovered when we were separated. Those weren't discovered while we were together.
That is fun.
Oh, so you're saying you didn't show him burritos?
No, he never saw none of that from
it.
me. I was closer. There's another brother who's not my biological brother, and I think we were closer, but I couldn't take him out the house because he used to snitch. And he would tell me he was.
Hey, was syrup heavy in the household? Because I found myself doing syrup or honey like things just because.
Yeah, because everything else was so processed that it gave it something. I think I don't know.
So then
I love syrup. Well, not no more. I'm doing really good.
So real
I got
quick,
avocados
question.
now. Yeah.
Your sister, is she older than your little brother or younger?
There's an older
the one
sister.
that you said that you don't get along with. What?
I have the older sister.
That's her.
There's two. I have the older sister. Then there's me. Then I have the brother and the sister who are twins. And the girl of the twin don't really like me very much.
So
I like her.
And
you liked her the whole time, or you like her right now? Like even.
No, I understand her.
Do you think her attitude or her dislike for you or whatever comes from I can do it better than you. You don't got to be my boss.
All right, it's gonna go deep. Accidentally, it's not as serious as it sounds. My older sister, I believe that she just treated me the way that she saw every other family treat me. And I was a kid who did not have great family dynamic experiences. So I know for hers, it's probably just learned behavior. And then with my little sister, I think that she accidentally resents me because I was able to take care of my brother and prevent things that she didn't get prevented from. But me and my sister made a commitment, so we could only pick one. So I think she's just pissed off that, and she should be, for the record. She has the right to be mad. Like, I understand it 100%. And there's nothing that I could do about it, but I get it.
Did you ever have a resentment for your brother for the way that he treated you growing up?
Great question.
I wouldn't say resentment, but I would always challenge him. Like, when he was like 17, he started smoking cigarettes. And I was like, fuck you fucking smoking cigarettes? I'll box you for it. Nigga beat the shit out of me.
He said you'll box him for a cigarette?
No, box him for him to quit.
Oh.
Nigga beat the shit out of me. 2 weeks later, he stopped smoking cigarettes. I said, yeah, it's goddamn right.
How do you get beat up for trying to help him?
Because he didn't want to stop smoking cigarettes.
You gotta
Nigga.
catch the
What is he
fade.
about to just let me put the gloves on and beat him up? No, nigga. He said,
Well, I mean,
he said,
could he-
okay. Nigga hit me with the uppercut. My teeth clicked together. I said, I'm done.
You know what? That actually, you saying that could change the dynamic with us too, because we always grew up boxing so that we can make sure we could survive on the streets. And when I tell you, I be throwing them things, so I used to whoop their ass all the time.
Right.
I also realized that it's not. I found out just last year that it's not okay. The stuff that, like, I have an uncle who I call him my uncle. He would pay somebody to beat up me and my sister on Fridays. And then there would be time they wouldn't win all the time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm feeling
Eventually,
it.
we got to throw them things.
Yeah.
But then there's another time where we would tie our shoelaces up, pretty much like you would get in a tire, so you could box, so you can learn how to duck, weave, and throw them things. So
I'm telling you, like me and my brother, like there was no putting hands on each other. Like if we did, it was going to killer status, and so like we just didn't even play like that. I'm telling you, like
I think that's
I
crazy.
punched my brother in the face with no gloves before.
Yeah, you got to get one in. Like there's one other brother. When I tell you, he's a superhero in my eyes. If I really got to get somebody to throw them things, he could. In my opinion, Pops, I don't mean this disrespectfully, but I think he could whoop my dad at this point. He's definitely.
I mean, at some point, it's got to take place.
No,
yeah,
you got to know him to know.
At some point, it has to take place.
That's
I don't care who
that's the
the person
thing,
is.
not
At some
necessarily.
point, it goes.
Like,
I don't think not this. I'm telling you, I still try to spar with him. I still do, and I'm not getting close.
Well, and the funny thing is like growing up, my dad was the man here. Like my dad had hands and like got shot and stabbed in the same night, and you know, like he had hands. So it's like niggas used to be scared of him, and you couldn't pay me to believe that I'm not beating the fuck out of him right now.
yeah,
Like it just gets to a point. The nigga's an alcoholic. He's older. Like I'm beating you up 5 years, 6 years ago.
My dad does 57 push-ups before he 57 push-ups before he takes a shower. He does push-ups at lunch at work. He does push-ups when he gets home. I'm like, bro, why you always do that? He says, because I know one day you're gonna test me and I'm gonna always stay ready. And he's right. I don't care if he's in a chair. We gonna throw them things and I'm gonna win. I done already told him what it
It's gonna be
is.
his last ass
Shoot,
whoop.
he's gonna be
the
the-
heartbeat out the door.
Bruh, no. If I
can
can bring it back, no, I'm just playing.
you got to get that win. Fuck it.
Yeah, but it's out of respect, the whole thing, and I also understand that saying it out loud sometimes, like, it just sounds crazy, but we get it.
Yeah.
It's love.
Random motherfucker.
Speaking of throwing them things,
Oh shoot!
you heard about Diddy throwing dick into some celebrities. I'm sorry at home if you're watching. Put your kids to bed, goddammit. But anyway, Diddy, y'all heard about the lawsuits going around. Some more shit came out.
It just seems like it keeps getting longer and longer, and just more.
I
and
feel
more
like it's the Cosby
intertwined.
effect. Everybody's like, "Ooh, there's about to be money paid out. Let me get in on it."
Nah, we knew we ain't gonna play.
You knew?
We not. You didn't. You ain't hear none of these rumors. The only one that I didn't hear was that I don't necessarily believe was the Meek Mill one.
And
That's the only one.
what
that's
about
new to me.
Usher?
What about
But-
Usher?
Oh, we all knew that.
What do you mean?
We've
Who are
heard-
these we?
I was gonna
Please.
say I've never
Yo,
heard
okay,
that.
when
Growing
did you
up, I
first
guess
start to know
that's just a rumor that I knew.
that P. Diddy was with Usher?
I'm
Yeah,
not
my
gonna
auntie used
lie.
to kick
The
it at his
way
parties.
Usher slid in JD's legs at the Super Bowl had a nigga guessing. Like,
Oh
he got a little sugar in his tank, don't he?
Okay, what?
What? He has to.
It's not about sugar in the tank. It's the disturbing things.
Nigga, if you take dick, and you're a man, you got sugar in your tank.
I
don't
get,
give a- I don't
yeah,
give a
but
fuck
that's not
you're
what I'm
talking
saying.
about.
But I'm saying for me, that's not my problem with what I'm hearing about
Oh
Diddy.
yeah, no, not
It's
that at all.
that it's
That's
all
not the problem.
predatorial.
Well, and yeah, it seems like he
Like Usher was a kid.
right. And that's what's crazy is I heard that about fucking JD. I never heard that about Diddy before.
Oh, I heard that's how Usher got herpes.
From P. Diddy?
Oh, I don't know if it's true. Damn it. Sorry. I'm not saying it like it's true.
I feel like I'm hearing the news brand new, and it sounds like you heard this in 2005.
Yeah,
I'm like, you could have.
Do you think Let It Burn was about a fucking relationship
with Diddy? No, I did not.
It was about his dick was on fire. Let it burn, let it. You know what I'm saying? That boy got the clap from Diddy, apparently.
So when you say things,
what?
He's saying them because they're trending. When you say, you be like, we already knew that. I'm like, damn,
because I
read the book on it. There's a book on it.
No.
Fuck?
No, there's just these are things that were allegedly told to me in high school or allegedly happened when I was in high school.
So you believe the Usher thing?
Yeah, but I mean, he knowingly has herpes and he's the biggest sex symbol in the world, which is a whole different weird dynamic.
But that means he fucks with Diddy?
No, but I just believe he did. But like, come on now.
I'm just
We about to act like we ain't watch all these people be creepy ass people like Justin Bieber. Look at this guy. He's gonna be next.
What do you mean with
Are
Justin?
you kidding me? Do you not watch him?
What do you mean?
They be bruh, watch. Okay,
hold on. I'm gonna let you pull that card because you just asked if we watch Justin fucking Bieber.
Wait,
go ahead and read that.
First off,
Justin Bieber is one of them ones to me.
First off, I got some Bieber fever up in this hole, boy.
Both you
We ain't never agreed.
You said, I like Justin. He's my favorite.
Justin Bieber, that's...
She just called this nigga the next one and said, I got Bieber fever. Nigga, it sounds like he's about to have fever. What the fuck you talking about?
He already did. He's recovering. Come on, man.
Oh my
Let
God.
him live. Let him live.
Why don't you read the card?
All right, answer the question. Jerome from Martin is a player from A, Detroit, B, Harlem, C, Chicago, D, the Himalayas.
Player from the Himalayas.
Yeah.
I'm a player from the Himalayas.
Yeah. God damn, he's so talented.
Go ahead, read your card now.
Yeah, he's so damn talented.
What year was interracial marriage legalized in the U.S.? 1964.
Oh, damn.
1952. 1973. D, 1967.
I'm going to go 73. Nope, I'm going to go 67.
It's 60 something in my head. It's either, I think it's 1964.
It's 67.
Damn it.
Well, you hit the 60 right off. I was like, damn, she looking at the fucking card, nigga. Calm down.
No, I had to prove.
That's wild.
I got top Black History.
So, back to the topic.
Yeah.
Everybody was going wild on, and I think it started with academics, which if you don't know, the nigga's a streamer or he has a podcast or something, nigga blog, some shit. Yep. I don't like him.
He's a weirdo. Yeah. He's a weirdo. He's a predator. He's a creep.
He started it, or that's kind of, I think, what blew it out of proportion. But allegedly there was paperwork that had, and this is why I don't believe it, because on the paperwork that was first showed before, because a whole night went by before Meek Mill even started replying to it, right? And the paperwork that was showed first was subject number 4 was there, and then it goes to another sheet. Subject number 4, Philadelphia rapper that used to date Nicki Minaj. It's like, nigga, if you're in court, you're not saying that.
You're not blanking that person out and then putting the real person's name in it.
Usher and Mr. J from whatever, it's like, no, nigga, if it's gonna be real.
Do we know if that picture with Meek Mill and Diddy, have you guys seen it where they're wearing matching sweatsuits?
The same, right.
Was that real, or did
idea.
they just accidentally show up in the same suit?
I don't know. But I saw that same picture and I was wondering the same thing.
Yeah, because I think that matters.
But coincidentally, it was the day before Meek Mill dropped his EP, and he's an independent artist.
So they're thinking smear campaign.
That's what the nigga, you saw the tweets. The nigga was going on a 2-hour rant, just going, I am the PR nigga. Yeah. North Philly, I fuck big juicy pussy. So, God damn,
that over exaggerating was like, don't do that. I felt like he should have
made him look bad, or just he's just being extra.
Whoa, what is it like when if the cheater's cheating, they're like, you're fucking cheating, you know what I mean? Or if somebody goes, you're gay, and you're like, no, I'm not. I got 17 girlfriends and I go out with people all the time and I never done blah blah blah. And it's it looked literally
I just don't know. Like, what is he supposed to say? No, I'm not. and then that be it when everybody's going crazy on him. You know what I'm saying? I
it's-
feel his response was a normal person response. Like
I
it
think
wasn't a thought out response. He's literally posted 7 minutes ago, 8 minutes ago, 12 minutes ago, 15 minutes. You know, he's just going off. He's not like he said, I don't have PR. I'm just.
I think we gotta. I think it's important for us to remember that first and foremost, he's just a human being and he has emotions just like we do.
Right.
And I do think that's important, but at the same time, I definitely think it makes him look bad, because I'm not even saying in the regard of him and Diddy. I just think when I see dudes talk
super
about
defensive.
female like that,
Right.
or just when they talk about females so aggressively, he could have explained loving beautiful women in a way that would get him more attractive women.
I know, but
Like, he didn't use this time to like push, let's turn it up, let me show y'all that I like women, and really wine and dine some women. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, instead he chose to aggressively make it known that he doesn't want women.
that the juicy pussy does it for him.
Yeah, that's how.
Yeah, I don't know.
What if he would have been like, y'all seeing this crazy, and then just that's it.
I would believe it, and I would never bring it up.
I don't know. I don't think his response, like you said, we're all human. There's going to be, if you put 9 guys in that situation or 10 guys, there's going to be 10 different outcomes. You know, they're all going to react to it differently.
But
When I saw his reaction, I was like, God, go crazy, because I feel like that's how I would be, not like the aggressive
But
towards women.
you're you. If you went off the top like that and you just went on a rant on a
But
Twitter
that's what
thing,
I'm saying. He's the same way. The nigga's gone on rants about everybody. Like niggas in his own rap camp. He's gone on rant. Had
So
yeah, but
arguments
look,
with
how it's always when he's not telling the truth. 1, 2. Well, I guess we don't know because we're not behind closed doors. So never mind. I'll take that back.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know what.
Yeah, we don't know.
on the flip side, in 2024, the PR approach is pretty common. Like, everybody kind of knows the appropriate PR approach in 2024.
And that he wasn't on that at all.
Yeah, which is like,
that's what I'm saying.
Is it
That's what I
because
think.
he
It's
doesn't-
just
is it be-
emotionally based. The nigga just like that's so far from the truth. He can't even fathom that niggas believe that about him.
so,
You know, and you saw the niggas are getting 22 million views on certain tweets, you know? So imagine what academics is getting. When academics post and he retweeted it, they got almost 50 million views. You know what I'm saying? So now imagine you wake up to, imagine what that nigga's Instagram or Twitter looked like. That he had 2 million notifications, 7,000 reposts, comment, you know what I'm saying? So you wake up to that.
and I guess let me put myself in his head, and you're like, oh man, my album's about to come out in 24 hours.
Legit,
You're all of a
tomorrow.
sudden like everything's going smooth, and then that hit. Yeah, I could probably set you off. I could probably see.
You know what I'm saying?
This is what I do think is insane, and what I would have responded is he's allowing academic to be a
He
grown
already
man.
told that nigga to keep his name out his mouth.
No,
bruh.
but it's not even that. It's I would have just said it's crazy to me that you gonna try to come at me about being with a guy when you like little girls. We're all gonna act like you don't like little girls.
Right. And that's, I actually forgot that until you said it.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. He likes little girls. I don't
But that's
understand
the
why
thing
in our
is niggas
society
don't
it's so
think quick
normalized.
on
It's
their feet.
gross.
People that have that quick, like myself, like that's not a common thing. You know what I'm saying? So to be in the heat of the moment and think, like, even personally, I'll be in a debate or argument and leave the situation like, fuck, why didn't I say
I
this?
definitely have those.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, damn, that's a perfect point.
But I say your guys' probably shooting percentage or missed shots like that is like in the 30% range, and most people operate at like the 80% where they leave. Because I feel
Right.
both of you are witty. I feel
Right.
like that's like
Quick.
you say he should have said that.
Right.
I think if that was you would have had
would've,
that on
right.
hand.
That's fair.
But to your point, there are times, but
Right. And it's
Meek Mills is in that
situational.
range of where like I don't see him being.
I'm not.
quick back.
I'm
I
not
guess-
gonna lie. I was so excited. I was like, "Damn, this topic up. I mean, J Dot's gonna bring this topic up. I know his ass gonna bring this topic up. Like, yeah. So you hear about the new gay rapper in town? I said, yeah, he's better than Drake. Way better than Drake. We got gay rappers better than Drake. Yeah, could you believe it?
To double down on your thought, I guess it just surprised me because when I was a fan of Meek Mill, it was when he was on the streets doing battle raps off the dome. I'm watching him battle people.
Dirty braids.
Yeah, as a teenager. So as a teenager, you have an emotional control where somebody can come at you crazy. But now as a grown up, we don't have that anymore.
Okay.
You lose this. I mean, you go from living that lifestyle to being a millionaire for 15 years. It's,
you know what? That's a fact.
You're going to lose some, you know what I'm saying? Some edge. When's the last time this nigga battled? You know what I'm saying? When's the time he's been in a hostile environment like that?
Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Besides the court system in PO.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, battle rappers have like a bunch of built-in shit. Like, they're I don't know. Like, people will be like, "Oh, Jay-Z just comes off the top of the head."
It's like,
no, he raps so much that he can just like whip something out for you. It sounds brand new. It sounds like a freestyle, but he knows how to like attack niggas.
If you're an MC, you have throwaway like bars, right? So like, if I wrote something, and especially in battle rap, if I battle you and I write 3 36 bar verses and I'm like, I don't like this 5 in this verse and this 5 in this verse and this 5 in this verse. That's a whole verse that I just didn't use on you and I subbed something out. So it's like, it was good enough for rap, but it wasn't like, it either wasn't direct enough. It wasn't, it didn't pertain to the person I'm battling, you know, like whatever it was, maybe it didn't hit. But if you were to, you still know those bars, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people will recycle bars. And like you said, artists in general just rap and write all day. If you make money off of it, that's what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You're not.
That makes sense. I got some recycle bars up there.
I feel you. Go.
They still in the can. I didn't bring it up. But right over there.
Okay, bet. But yeah, so I think the P. Diddy thing is real. I think the Meek Mill and like that new shit that just came out, the Usher thing, I don't believe it. Just based off of how fake it looks. Like the Philadelphia rapper who used to date Nicki Minaj, why would they not say Raheem Roberts?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's actual...
And if you don't want to identify the person, then you wouldn't say Nicki Minaj's name there. You would say... maybe you would
Philadelphia rapper. Yeah, that's what you would say because there's 9 billion of them.
Yeah,
agreed.
You know what I'm saying.
Those are valid points.
Then Meek Mill also posted an actual document, 138 page, right, 138, 137, and he's like, "My name's not anywhere in here."
And the PDF was coming from like nyc.org, so I didn't know if that's real? Like a FL.
I feel like when I saw that, when I saw color outer, let us know.
Just when I saw the URL, I was like, "That's a pretty good URL."
Yeah,
you know, I was thinking it was gonna say like
he said he just spent $1 million to get this money. Yeah, right.
But no, actually, like sometimes records are public, and sometimes you can, if it's not sealed, you can just request the records. Right. So if somebody just requested them as soon as they can,
specifically how large it is and the publicity it's gotten so far, like news reporters are asking for it, everybody's asking for it, so it's got to be public, right?
Yeah,
because the figures in the cases are so big that.
And if I didn't see who it's like, if it's like the United States versus or something, when it's like United States versus like federal, they're like, it's for everybody, the public. Yeah,
right. Yeah, that's wild. What do you think? You said you don't believe that.
I don't want it to be true. I don't want any of it to be true.
You know, Meek Mill's my dog, and by the way,
he would still be your dog.
I know. But I just don't want the bad mouthing on him. Is what I'm saying. That's my dog. Yeah. I don't want him. You know, like.
I do think I will say this. I think it's hella foul that as fans, I'm air quoting here, regardless. What we are doing is we are taking these 3 victims and we are humorizing it. Like if these were women, we would be drugging the dirt for doing that. Nobody could do that. I thought you tried
to say humanizing, but you were saying humorizing.
I be making up my own words.
She said we're gonna humanize it.
I said,
you from Memphis?
But
Yo, Gotti, is that you?
Listen, they have given us so many negative words our whole life that my dictionary up in here, I be creating my own sometimes.
Humanize.
It be working.
What do you think? Fake?
I'm still thinking about that comment that she just said. I'm like, that's 1,000%. Like sometimes we're on here, we're all like debating this and shit, and it's just like thinking if you're a black man, you're just like chilling and like you're the table discussion. But if it early on when I I was like, oh, Twitter suppressed the Taylor Swift bad news.
Yeah, before we
they put an algorithm in to push it down.
Yeah, delete all that
this
shit.
whole Meek Mill thing, it's like, you can still go look it up. They're not suppressing it, so there's no protection, and it's like, that's fucked up.
Right, and regardless of if the level of fame, obviously Taylor Swift is way bigger than Meek Mill, but regardless, you know what I'm saying? He's still an A-list, B-list celebrity.
A-list rapper.
Right, for sure.
I mean, after Dream Chaser, he don't have to make another song.
Hold on, wait a minute.
I will say this. I'm not defending Taylor Swift. I'll just say that I know somebody who lives here and that used to work for a company whose entire job for a whole shift was to find bad things about Taylor Swift to suppress. So she pays people to do that. Yeah. So I do think that's like a different level of play with me if you want to. Yeah. Ain't nobody gonna find out. Anybody who has that, to me, that sounds like a wasted expense. I would like to say that I would never pay millions of dollars to try to have people
spread rumors.
Yeah, what you feel about me ain't my business.
I feel that.
But I'm not also in front of billions of people and judged for breathing.
The Taylor Swift news or the article that I had read was like Twitter did it. Like the organization just went in there and put the kill switch on it. So that's what I'm saying. That they choose when they the one man team to kill it. The platform did it, not like I'm sure she had a team that does that stuff too. But like this one was like
the AIs of her naked and like being pornographic and stuff, and they shut that shit down with
that's crazy.
The quickness.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Fake? Obviously, the Diddy assault thing is real, or
I think that's real. I think there's something there. There's too much smoke to not be something there. But your point with the way they worded that, they wouldn't word it like that. You know what I mean?
Document.
If it's an actual document, they wouldn't do that. And so, like, I feel like if you can't see through that, then like, okay, you just want to be.
The last thing I'm going to say about it is that's also where I think the frustration comes from Meek Mill, because it's like how easy it is to realize it's not true. You know what I'm saying? But instead, people clickbait from dragging his name through the mud, and I think that's where a majority of the frustration comes through, because there was multiple tweets where he's like, y'all just let these blogs say whatever and just make you stupider by the day.
Yeah.
I do agree with that.
So, and I just said stupider, but it's okay.
No, that's a word.
Yeah.
Everybody knows when you say what it actually means, so don't fucking play. It's a word.
I do.
They always want to try to make you feel dumb for saying it's like, nigga, you know exactly what I'm.
So also, I grew up pretty much being told that Ebonics is an extinct language. Like I was told the way that we speak, how they say that like a slave talk, like we don't speak in the same way that they speak. I was told that.
I beg to differ, boss.
Well, I was just told that it's Ebonics and it's going to be discovered eventually. So
it's going to be discovered, like as in like recognized.
I feel like they already are starting to. They're putting
that's because all the white people. No, it's because all these damn white people want to culture appropriate us, and they want to all be able to use these words that if we're in this same room we can't use. It's insane, and it really makes me mad that I don't get to talk a certain way around people, but then other people get to talk that way around me.
Because I came in the room.
Right.
That's it goes back to that one when I think I've said it on here. I worked at Dick's. One of my white employees would go up and be like, "Hey, sir, you find everything okay?" "Yeah, thank you." I'd go up, "Hey, sir, help you find anything?" "No, brother, I'm good, thank you."
Yeah.
Right.
Nigga, I'm not your brother.
Right. Give me that same respect and energy.
I'm still a sir too, nigga. Don't get beat up in here in the fucking kids section. Keep playing with me.
Oh, fuck.
Episode 62. Been a banger. Huh?
Yeah, this is a good one.
I'm your host, Chame. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure you comment, share, like, subscribe, all that good shit. Here with my co-host,
J. White, the Fi Guy. Just keep it consistent. You know what I'm saying? Spend less than you make and invest the rest.
And my other co-host,
Kelly Kale. This week it's just been that my perspective is my reality. So whatever you want, think it, believe it, and own it.
You heard it here first. Again, we appreciate y'all. Again, make sure you like, share, subscribe, drop in the comments below. Give us answers to all the shit you just heard us talk about. You know what I'm saying? Do you think it's okay to tell your loved one that you're about your troubles, or do you not think it's okay? But we want to know. We'll see you guys next week. Episode 62. We out.